The Sixers beat the Celtics, I think surprising all of us, to be honest with you. They have taken a 3-2 lead. Going back to Philadelphia for game 6. Boston, that's tough. I'm going to kick it to Mr. Justin because he's had some things to say about James Harden. I think he's been probably higher on the Philadelphia 76ers than me and John. So, Justin, are these 76ers different?
Series is over. Philadelphia wins. It's over.
Game 6, no 7.
No 7. I'm telling you, it's over. Embiid coming off an injury doesn't even look hurt at all. Dude is just an absolute madman, MVP doing MVP things. But the real star of the show and 2 big wins for Philadelphia. And I told you guys, you said it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. James Harden showed up. James Harden absolutely showed up in 2 big, massive games, one without Embiid and one with him on the floor, showing that he's capable of it. Am I going to say this Philadelphia team is different? I don't know. We'll see in the conference finals. But I'll tell you one thing. What team is different is the Boston Celtics. They are not the same team that we're used to. They are not playing the basketball that they should be playing. I don't know if it's a head coach thing. I mean, you can point fingers at him a little bit. His usage of timeouts in big spots, you can point at Mazzulla for that. But all in all, Jaylen Brown isn't as assertive as he should be, or just not getting the opportunities that he should get. Jason Tatum does everything that he possibly can, but again, there's only so much that one can do. I saw something on Twitter, and I think John put it up. It was, who would you rather have, Jason Tatum or Devin Booker? And I think I know where John was leaning with that, and I got to say I'm with you there. I would take Book for the simple fact that Book will light the floor up at any given moment. I think he's the most talented scorer in the NBA right now. Jason Tatum, on the other end, sometimes I wonder if he's afraid to drive, and if there were periods of time during the season where they're so reliant on shooting that it just seems to embody the Celtics offense completely. And remember, I said it by Miami, you live and die by the 3 eventually when it's not falling, another team is going to take advantage for it. And Philadelphia has absolutely done that. They've knocked down the big shots. They've gotten to the foul line. Embiid, there's nobody on that Boston lineup that can guard him. And then I get it. James Harden may not have the burst that he used to, but he's still finding a way to score when he needs to. And I get it. I don't think he had a monster game in Game 5 anyway. But in Game 6, I believe it's in is it in Philadelphia? Yes, I believe so. Yeah, this game's over, man.
Over. Okay.
Series is over to you.
Series is over.
Let me tell you something, Justin. I've been amazed by James Harden. Like, Brandon and I have both been on the train. Look, Harden does get rightfully criticized for his past playoff mishaps. But one thing he always lacked that he started to develop is a mid-range jumper. Imagine if he had a dynamic floater package with an arsenal of mid-range shot making back in Houston. We would see more consistent scoring. Right now, Justin, to build off that point, I don't know if Jason Tatum is an alpha. He's the best player in the Celtics, but when you talk about the best players in the league, they have reliable mid-range games. And if you don't, you're LeBron James or Anthony Davis. One is a superb rim protector and one of the greatest role men in NBA history. The other is LeBron James. An anomaly. When I look at Jason Tatum right now, I mean, he is a player that I've always said is reliant on tougher shot making and volume 3-point shooting. And he is shooting 30% from 3-point range in the series. So the reason the Celtics offense has ebbed and flowed, is because of his style of play. Jaylen Brown is the only guy on this team that can score from all 3 levels. And Malcolm Brogdon can too, but he just gets cooked on every switch defensively. And he also had a pretty bad mid-range game in Game 5. So I'm with you, Justin. The Celtics game is sketchy, and I've always thought they were sketchy the entire time.
Interesting.
You got Philadelphia tonight?
John Howe's in the building. Philly's at home. No, I don't. I don't have Philly tonight.
But you have Philly winning this series?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, as John is saying to us. Crap, where do I want to start with this? Listen, I don't fully blame Mazzulla. I believe it's both the coach and the players' faults. Honestly, 50-50. I feel both can step it up and both need to start. Well, not Missoula, but the players definitely need to start acting like they are the defending Eastern Conference champions because they haven't been playing like that, really. This is a team that I believe is the deepest team in the NBA. And it's just for some reason, something is not clicking the same way it did last year. And the obvious thing to do, right? Well, there's one difference, major difference, Missoula. So let's point at him. Again, I don't think it's fully his fault. I think it's both parties are at fault here. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Jaylen Brown, I'm not going to say this for sure, but I do think Jaylen Brown might have 1 foot in, 1 foot out in Boston. Kind of from the way he, I feel what was the quote again, John? I could have demanded the ball more. I think he said something right after that too, but if I'm not mistaken. But it's just, for me, it's ridiculous that this man has it going. Basically, I believe it was every first quarter of this series, he's got it going, and for some reason, he can't get the most shots on the for a game. It's always Tatum, and I know Tatum's the best player on this team. Again, yes, because he was just anointed that way. Like, he came out as a better player than Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown worked his way into this role. Tatum came in and was handed the keys to this. I'm not saying he needs to get, more ISOs and stuff like that to screw up the Boston offense and whatever. I'm just saying he needs to take more accountability to shoot the ball more. And Missoula needs to design a couple of more plays for him, especially maybe late in the game, and not always just go to Tatum. And that's really it on the Celtics. John texted me and Justin. He said, "What's the panic level?" And I said 5 out of 10, because if this is the team that I think they are, that a lot of people think they are. A lot of people pick this team to go to the finals, then they should act like it and they should perform like it. So I don't think it's crazy to say panic level is 5 out of 10, 50-50, go either way, because they should show up. Like, you are that talented. You do have great players. You have really good players. You have veterans that have been there and done that. You have defenders almost everywhere you can look. You got guys who can knock down open shots. You got it. Come on.
They're not.
Yeah. And I will say, Al Horford went 0 for 7.
Finally coming up clutch for Philadelphia with his 3-point.
Yeah.